What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with the recent physique update from Behrooz. And keep in mind this is from today. So if Milo Sarsev, his coach did not pick Behrooz for his Olympia top 6 for this year, then that clearly means that there is little to no hope that Behrooz is gonna get his US visa. And that too anytime soon. And he will again be forced to sit out of the Olympia this year, which by the way is gonna be third consecutive time. Which by the way is so disappointing and so heart-wrenching for his fans, the bodybuilding community, and especially for Behrooz himself. Because this man 100% deserves to be on the Olympia stage. So Hadi Choopan also suffered from the same problem for the first 2 years, and he eventually got his visa in his third try. So all of us were hoping third time would be the charm for Behrooz as well. But unfortunately that does not seem to be the case. And I'm gonna say it is so unbelievable the mental fortitude that is required by any athlete who is in Behrouz's situation. That drive to keep dieting, keep on training hard, when you know that the chances of getting to the Olympia stage, they are getting less and less by the day as you get closer and closer to the show. And I'm gonna say he might never get his visa if these guys do not apply a different method. For instance, in Hadi's case, it is on his papers that he is an official employee of the Evogen Nutrition, which is an American brand, which is an American company. So, as of right now, it is absolute guaranteed that Behrooz is gonna do this year's Romania Pro. And if he gets the visa, he's gonna do Prague as well. And it is just so sad that a guy who is 100% gonna be in the Olympia top 10, maybe even higher than that, he just won't make it there. Next up is the update from Nathan D'Asia, blasting those heavyweights on legs today. So the last time Nathan was on the Olympia stage, that was back in 2018, precisely 6 years ago. So very interesting statistics about Nathan, that he won his show and qualified for the Olympia every single one of those years, except for one, where he just did not compete. And for 6 years, he hasn't been able to make it there. So last year Nathan tried his absolute best getting to the States, but he was denied entry. I guess it has something to do with the fact that he has a charge against him in regards to possession of illegal substances, which happened a few years ago. So this year Nathan was crystal clear that he won't even try to prep for the Olympia. Even while he was in prep for the other shows, he had the same mentality. And he actually had a solid reason for that. He doesn't see himself in the Olympia top 6 anymore. And after watching him get beat by William Bonac at this year's Dubai Pro, he is absolutely right about that assessment, that he just isn't a top 6 Olympia material anymore. Now don't get me wrong, Nathan is a great bodybuilder. You don't get over 10 IB Pro wins unless you are really good at it. But he is a guy who really suffers at the highest level now. And the reason is him not having a great lower half, especially from the back. Although his quads from the front, they are really impressive. They are very detailed, very separated. But that isn't the case from the back. He lacks those hamstrings. And that has always been the case for him. And that is just genetics. And that is why when people say that an IFB Pro who has a lagging body part, even after multiple years of training, especially after turning pro, that is simply because of the fact that that is a genetically weak body part. And no amount of scientific training or heavy training will make it your strong point. So another reason for Nathan not doing the Olympia, that is a financial reason. Because the thing is, he won't make much money unless he is in those top 6 or 7 spots. Now that being said, I wish Nathan was competing at this year's Miss Olympia. He brings a lot of energy to the stage, and that is always really exciting. Next up is the physique update from John Jewett. Mind-blowing condition at 4 weeks out of his men's Open Olympia debut. So what a great run John has had so far, especially after making that switch from the 212 to the men's Open, which happened last year. So he has done 3 pro shows in a matter of just 1 year, and he never placed outside of the top 3, and eventually winning Vancouver Pro, and also securing his first ever men's Open Olympia spot. So how does John look so damn ready, even weeks out of every single show? A combination of diet manipulation, and also some other factors come into play, including gear and PEDs as well, which is also one of the most important variable, especially with these guys, who carry that much muscle mass. So John right now looks so ready that all he needs to do is land that plane safely without compromising any of his fullness and the size, especially all that new size that he has gained in this past 1 year. Now his upper body looks already very detailed, very separated, and very well conditioned. But I have to say we have seen him with a bad separation in his quads before, and maybe that is because of inflammation. But still we have 24 more days to go before the men's Open guys step on the stage. So we expect John to show up better than ever, better than his Van Pro look for his Olympia debut. And one more fact, he is 23 pounds heavier above that 212 weight limit, which is really insane if you think about it, on how he was getting down to 212 pounds up until last year. Next up is the current physique update of the reigning men's physique champion, Ryan Terry. That caption is enough to reveal his mindset as a champion, as Ryan finds himself in a very unique spot this year, where everyone is chasing him this time, and that is the first time that's happening. So what Ryan did last year, what he was able to accomplish, that was totally incredible. And it was the biggest upset in the men's physique division, because the thing is, you do not expect a guy who placed 7th the previous year to win the entire thing the next year. Pretty sure neither Brandon Henriksen nor Aaron Banks had him on their radars, but he showed up with the best package of his life at that show, and he just stole the entire thing. So Ryan Terry is one of those guys who is pretty much close to what the men's physique should be. He probably has one of the best set of abs in the entire men's physique division right now. Very deep, very well separated, and not to mention he is overall very symmetrical. And not just from the front, from the back as well. So from all the physique updates that we have seen from Ryan throughout this prep, it seems like he has added some more quality muscle on his frame, and he looks more polished than ever. But that being said, one just cannot deny that he hasn't been the most consistent guy that we have seen over the years. So before last year, the closest Ryan ever got to winning this title, that was back in 2016, when he placed 2nd behind Jeremy Bundale, and the next year he dropped down to 6th. So his motivation has been sky high this time, and it should be, as he is the reigning champion, and he intends to be 2 times champion in just a few more weeks. Next up, we have another physique update from Florian, probably one of the best things that happened in bodybuilding this year. That was Florian's announcement that he is switching back to the men's open bodybuilding after testing his luck in classic physique division for a few years. And I have to say this again, he never really belonged in a smaller division. From the moment we saw him winning his pro card, everybody knew that this guy belongs to the men's open bodybuilding, and all he was doing was under-eating and limiting his growth to make that classic physique weight cutoff. So 2nd place at an Olympia qualifier, that was the best he could do during that entire run in classic. But I have to say, even if he did get to the Olympia stage in classic physique, he would have never beat that version of him that we saw at Portugal Pro back in 2019, when he made his pro debut and placed 4th, beating a guy like Samson Dauda. Now that physique was top notch, and he actually deserved better than 4th, and actually the whole bodybuilding community agreed on that. So Florian is rebuilding that physique, something even better than that. So he is a very big guy, he has that amazing flow, very impressive structure, and the main reason he got 4th back in 2019, that was because of his back that wasn't as great as his front. So Florian was reaching close to 290 pounds when he started pushing more food just a few months ago. So cannot wait to see him back in the men's open bodybuilding stage, and that is probably gonna happen very soon. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.